everyone. I'm Ashley Eckstein. Most of you may know me as the voice of Ahsoka Tano and also the founder of her universe. And this is the legend of the traveling Tardis.
The legend of the traveling Tardis at the Dalek Builders of Florida would like to wish you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Welcome. Hello, ho, ho. It's time for the legend of the traveling Tardis. Woo! As you can see on the screen right now, we've hit a major milestone. We've got 100,000 subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here and being part of the legend. Oh my goodness. So we decided we're going to celebrate by having one more episode. We were going to take this week off, but since we hit this milestone, we figured we'd come in, do a quick year in review. Let's just bring everybody in. Candyman, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm raising my glass to celebrate the 100,000 with some gin and tea.
Excellent.
It's alcohol free, so it's just.
Well, that's disappointing.
It is.
It's after 5 p.m. there. You can get away with it.
Yeah, it's almost midnight, so
exactly.
Yeah, might as well.
And let's see what else we got. We got Reverend Amagon. Hey, Tom.
Japan.
Scary.
Hi.
And let's see. We've got coming in from the spooky part of the Christmas season, Mr. Mark Muncie.
Hey, how we all doing? Happy Saturnalia.
Happy Saturnalia.
Drinking an alchemical brew. I don't know what it is, but I'm
as long as you got something to sip on.
Spiced something, whatever. But
exactly.
Hey, 100,000. This is crazy. Oh my gosh.
I know. When we had nothing and now we've got 100,000, it's like, what? Where has the time gone?
That is a wild and crazy thing. So
yep. And of course we've got from our philosophy is Sean. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm having a pretty good festive season this year. I've got to do more Christmassy things this year, and how could I not have a festive season when our subscribers gave us all an amazing Christmas present this year? So
exactly.
I'm doing fantastic.
Super excited to have everybody here. What was that?
I sneezed.
Tom sneezed. All right. And of course, here is our producer, our showrunner, the reason for the season for today, Mr. Christian Basil. How you doing, sir?
Look, this is looking like hell right now. I am so sorry if it looks like rubbish or things are out of sync, but hopefully one of the reasons why I'm happy for Christmas to be departed is so that this room will empty out and I can actually have my studio back a little bit better. But
that'd be nice.
Yeah, there we go. Let me show everybody. Here we go. This is little boy Blue, and he has been traveling just like that. I got this from was it Hobby Lobby, and this came out of Hobby Lobby too. But I think it's funny. It's a bottle cap. It was the top to a container known as snowman poop. And I was like, I got to get this. I bought snowman poop just so I could have a lid to this thing. So there you go. And he's traveling right now for the next couple of days in this outfit to celebrate the holidays. Of course, we got the 25 days of hummus until December the 25th. We may take it a little further, but yeah, thank you so much. I think I was on what was it? I was on the previous podcast for Kitchen Killers and Billy Floyd, and I said, if I can find all 100,000 of you, I'm going to give you all a hug. That's my goal. But I think there's going to be more. So there you go. So thank you so much, everybody, for just believing in us and supporting us. This is a goal, Dave, I never thought we would hit. I was just like I said, if as I told people, said if you told me 5 years ago when we started this that we would get to this number, I would have been laughing. I would have been laughing like, no way, not a chance in heck. And that guy is shut up since we hit this a couple of days ago. So yes, I want to thank you all for helping us out and getting us here to wherever. And I guess the next stop is 200,000. Maybe we'll see.
200,000. I thought it was 1 million.
I was like, we'll get there.
In perspective, I think the actual Doctor Who YouTube channel is 4.9 million. So not bad where we're at right now.
We're gaining.
We're gaining.
Christian, that was all very sweet, but I have to ask you a question. What in the Helena Bonham Carter is snowman poop? What is that?
It was just some kind of it was just little pellets of sugar. That was it.
Okay.
The most disgusting thing ever put together, but I ate it so I can get this hat. That was it. There he is. Yeah, let's get it. There we go. That's what he looks like. Right?
Good job.
That should be a book title. The most disgusting thing ever put together.
It's the most disgusting
but I ate it.
thing of the year. So, yeah. So if you're at Hobby Lobby, I recommend the snowman poop. If not, you get a nice little hat out of it at least. So there he is.
There you go.
Very
Are we doing a
nice.
proper Who Knew News, or are we just bringing Gadget in?
We're doing a proper Who Knew News since we got a little bit of it. So I will bring the Gadget in. Hang on one second. Let's find Gadget.
Oh,
You are on mute.
And if Gadget can find the mute button.
He almost choked. Anyway, I'm watching the video. I'm like, what did you guys do? Everything.
Well,
You want, yeah, but can you believe
Crying on the inside, right?
100,000 subscribers? This is crazy. Now who's paying for my ticket?
Now you're worried about that, huh?
No, because think about it. When we get that silver plaque, how are you going to do it? That's going to be interesting. That's going to be official when you get that silver plaque
Isn't
in the mail. That I wish they could put all our names on it. That would have been cool. But I don't know how we're going to do this because do you guys want the birthdays, some sad stuff, or how do you want to go with the birthdays first? Because we have to wish somebody a very happy birthday right now and everything because it was yesterday. Yeah. And our own Dave Chapman had celebrated his birthday on Monday.
Tom, do you have Ernie's picture up here? I couldn't see it. I'm sorry.
Didn't I do it? I thought I did.
Oh, there. Yeah, I found him. Sorry. Yeah.
You have all the pictures, right?
I'd like to think I do.
So let's start with the birthdays then, since I mentioned it's Dave's birthday and everything yesterday. So happy birthday to Dave.
Happy birthday to Dave.
Thank you all.
18 at last. I can't believe it.
Yep.
How you grew up.
No, I thought he was 21, legal to drink.
I'm a baby.
He's 18 and a half.
Canada, you can drink early.
Oh,
There we
little
go.
Davey.
Well, that's just his hat size. I was talking about.
Ouch.
Yeah, what are you like?
Okay.
What are you? How old are you, Dave? Like 50?
Ouch.
Ouch.
Oh,
geez.
hey,
I'm not there yet.
What's wrong with 50?
I know.
I'll be there soon.
Dude.
I'll be there
years,
soon.
it'll be fine.
What was it like when they discovered electricity? What was it?
It was a very shocking day.
Oh, he went there.
Oh.
I bet you
Open the
bought
door.
the tickets. You bought the tickets to the Gettysburg Address concert for Abraham Lincoln, right? You saw that live.
Hey.
No, I skipped it.
Nice.
But yes, I'm 48 now.
There you go.
Okay, he is a baby.
Happy 48, Dave.
I feel like I'm 88.
I know the feeling, Dave.
Yep.
Nah, but
Who else we got there, Gadget?
well, we have our own Ghostbuster in the house. We have 80-year-old Ernie Hudson, and he's going strong. He has been seen all over the city and everything because he hangs out with the other Ghostbusters. He was just at New York Comic Con and everything with Sigourney Weaver, Annie Potts, and he was doing pretty good and stuff. I just wish I could have got downstairs, but the person who's going to make the meetup for me disappeared, and I have to speak to him next year because he is one of the actual Ghostbusters and everything that around here they have that goes to charity events and hosts many other events and stuff for conventions and kids alike and everything. I think they're doing their Christmas roundabout now and everything for the kids with with Ecto One and everything. But I don't know if he's going to be part of it or not. But I cannot believe he is like 80 years old. He does not look it.
Now this is an old picture. I would say like 10 years ago when I got this picture from.
If you saw him in person at Comic-Con, no, he does not look it.
No, he wears
so
80.
like
He wears 80 very well. I mean,
Mhm.
like even today when I see pictures of him, I'm like, geez. And I hate to say it, but against all the three other well, I should say the two other Ghostbusters, he really aged well. He is fine wine. When he was
my favorite bit of trivia about him was that he had to audition to be the voice of Winston in the Ghostbusters cartoon, but they didn't think he sounded Winston-y enough, so they replaced him with Arsenio Hall.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that was the funniest joke of ever.
Yep.
That reminds me when what was it? Charlie Chaplin auditioned for his best lookalike, and he came in third place or something like.
Yep. Dolly Parton came in second at a Dolly Parton lookalike contest to a drag queen.
Oh no!
Well, I guess if you're going to lose yourself to somebody, I guess that's a.
Yeah.
Was Ernie Hudson in The Crow?
I believe so.
Yeah, he's done a lot over the years and everything.
The cops in that.
But people actually forget. Well, it depends upon your perspective, but people actually forget that Ernie Hudson has a Doctor Who connection in the form of Torchwood Miracle Day, which everybody's trying to forget.
Yeah, that's the only bad thing.
He sits with Captain Jack for about he only makes like a 3 to 5 minute appearance on the show.
Yeah,
not even.
You blink and you miss it. Yeah,
exactly. He's just sitting at a table, and I forgot what they even talked about. And I was just like, oh,
I think he was supposed to have a bigger part, but no, just
it got cut. And it was just one of those days type of editing. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna just throw that to the floor.
Oh God. Well, happy birthday, Ernie. 80 freaking years old. I'm sure he, drinks the blood of children and lawyers or something like that to get it.
Well, let's see what happens. We have Dick Van Dyke who made 100, so let's see what happens.
Yeah,
you never know.
Dick looks like he's 100 and he has fun with it. Ernie looks like he's 50. Ernie looks like he's 48, for crying out loud. I'm just like, how does this
Benjamin Buttons, right? Benjamin Buttons.
Exactly.
You know what it is? It's because in the Ghostbusters movies, they didn't use him as much, so he didn't have the stress of the other Ghostbusters.
No.
Can't be wrong there.
No,
He just wanted to expect.
Him and Dick Van Dyke are huge Halloween nerds too, so they both do apparently pretty impressive. I mean, Dick Van Dyke's Halloween haunt is world famous. You go to his house on Halloween and you get the best treats. Well, it doesn't hurt that his next door neighbor is James Cameron and they work on it together.
Oh dear, yeah, that's.
Yeah. But Ernie apparently has a pretty epic setup in New York somewhere.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah, and then we have our own Brigadier. he would have been, what is this? I'm trying to make sure I get the adding right, because when they pass away, they don't put the years, but he was born in 1929 in Cairo, Egypt. Could you imagine that? No one would have ever thought. He is of Egyptian descent, and basically was a lifer on Doctor Who as well as Big Finish and a few movies here and there. His last movie was I cannot pronounce this. Incidentary, he was the Archbishop of Canterbury, and it was his final film, as well as his final appearance as Brigadier in Sarah Jane Adventures in 2008. And he would have been, how old would he have been? Wow, 96 years old if he had survived everything.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
So, happy heavenly birthday, Nicholas Courtney.
Posthumous.
And
I can never say that. Posthumous. Posthumor. Posthumor.
And this comes into what we're dealing with right now, because as you know, we posted recently that Gil Gerard, one of our fellow Tardis holders, has passed away and everything. It was just recently on December 16th in Georgia, and it was up in the air because many people didn't think he was passing away. Many people thought it was a joke and everything, but it was just one of those where it took everybody by surprise. It was a rare and a vicious, aggressive form of cancer, and it just, you would never have known he had it. He got diagnosed, and it just literally, yeah.
Yeah, he was at Dragon Con back in September.
Yeah, everyone said it.
Amazing. He was wonderful. I mean, he had his walker, which he hadn't done in years past, but it was still quick. He was so awesome to talk to, as always. We've been talking with him for how many decades, Christian? Early days of MegaCon, he used to show up all the time. Back when MegaCon used to walk around and talk to people.
Yeah. Well, the first time I saw him, he was. I'm sorry if I'm not pulling up I'm pulling up Gil's picture, which for some reason I can't find right now. But give me a second. I saw him first at Space Coast Comic-Con, and I don't know if I should tell this story. I was actually razzing on him. I was like, hello, he came up, and I came up to him, and I said, hello, I'm Aaron Gray. And he goes, well, biatch. He just said that, started ripping on me. I was like, that's typical Gil Gerard. So yeah, definitely. I'm trying to pull up his picture, and I apologize if it's taking so long.
He was for those of us of a certain age, he was right after Han Solo, right up there as one of our favorite sci-fi heroes, especially for America. We had Flash Gordon and Buck Rogers about the same time, because people don't realize 77 changed everything for Hollywood and the world. Basically, when Star Wars came out, everything needed to be Star Wars. It changed everything. So suddenly, us nerds who only had Doctor Who and a few other things before that, suddenly we were inundated with, things that were trying to be Star Wars. And it was nice because you could talk about Doctor Who and not get beat up as much. You still did, but not as bad. But when Buck came out, we were like, hey, this guy's badass. And even though he was just a snarky, smarmy clothed superhero in space, but he was hanging out with women in skin tight outfits, so we were happy.
Are you saying that we now have Doctor Who Christmas specials because of the Star Wars holiday special?
I'm not saying because, but I'm saying that Star Wars changed everything, and everything needed to be Star Wars. So yeah, that's why we had a Star Wars holiday special, which we shouldn't have had.
So Mark, are you saying that in 1977 we had the best things coming to us?
Oh no! Don't.
I will say it changed everything. So yes, we had a lot of good things starting.
Hey! 76 was a good year.
Me and Dave.
Nah, 76 was a good year. 76 is a good year.
That was
there. We go. Got him.
Yeah, baby.
Stop vamping, people. We got the picture.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing? Just
beat me to the picture.
I think Star Wars may have helped the popularity of Doctor Who on PBS. I don't know.
It
Yeah, I
definitely.
think it brought sci-fi. It definitely
Yeah.
brought sci-fi into the role.
Yeah.
But I think Doctor Who was its own thing because I didn't know many people who crossed over from Star Wars to Doctor Who.
No, it was
But
the other
then
way
again,
around.
I was a
though.
kid. So, yeah.
Well, Dave, no one confirmed what you said, but I'm going to do that right now. I'm not only going to say that the Star Wars Holiday Special led to the Doctor Who Christmas specials. I'm going to say the Star Wars Holiday Special was the first Doctor Who Christmas special, officially.
Oh,
That makes as much sense as anything else in that special. So
Yeah,
sure.
it does. It really does.
well,
Yeah.
it predated. They only did K9 and Friends because of the Star Wars Christmas special. So maybe
Oh,
it is.
no,
Yeah.
that didn't happen. That
Oh.
never happened. Just like
Yeah.
the last Airbender movie. No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding.
I
For more
like
with the Hol-
K9.
Star Wars Holiday Special, check out Happiness Patrol.
Yeah, there you go. Available on YouTube.
At Happiness Patrol Show. We
go
have
for
a
a
great
plug.
episode all about the holiday special. And it's not toxic.
It smells like B.
Yeah, but
Arthur.
not necessarily the
So
special.
anyway,
And also, we have to announce another passing that Candyman had brought up to us. Driving home from Christmas singer, and I'm going to say this like Chris Rea has passed away on December 22nd, 2025. Long battle, including pancreatic cancer and a stroke with health issues at the age of 74. And it's sad. We're losing a lot of people this year. I think 2025 wanted to go out with a bang. It just wanted to, because we even have another passing that hits home with Florida and everybody that during the pandemic, if you discovered this gentleman as well as his other cohorts that he would team up with and everything, it was breaking news in Florida that Adam the Woo had passed away at the age of 51. And it was after a wellness check and everything. People were first sent to the house. Nothing was allegedly wrong. And then people decided they were going to go back, friends and everything. And when they found him, he was unresponsive. They don't know what caused, but he had just posted 2 days ago his video with one of his friends. They were driving around as the Grinch and everything for a holiday special. He just got permission to come back to Universal Studios. He was already at Disney because his ban was lifted in 2016 or 2015 and stuff. And he hangs out with Tim Packer and Paging Mr. Morrow sometimes for collab episodes.
Can I ask a stupid question?
Tampa
What was he banned for?
He was
you
an
wanna
urban
do it?
explorer.
Yeah.
He was an urban explorer and liked to go to the closed attractions and videotape them for posterity.
Oh.
Yeah, he had permission though for the Nickelodeon one because his friend, he didn't name the name of the producer, was holding an event when the Jimmy Fallon ride was opening, and he went over and filmed it, and the guards escorted him out, so he never was allowed back at Universal. Disney, the same thing, like Mark said, he was doing behind the scenes stuff and everything.
He went, River Country after it had closed, and because he saw it was accessible, and so he got banned from Disney for about 20 years. But he was a daily vlogger. He was one of the first guys to do that. And,
he had 2 channels, and now he had the only one, the Daily Woo, and
he started in like 2000. I want to say around 2012 or
He was what
earlier. I think it was 2010, and then it went from there.
Yeah,
he was up there with the pioneers like Mr. Beast and Markiplier, right? He
was right there. He had he never really went as super viral as those. He had a couple million followers.
Like he would hang with the Tim Tracker. He would hang with Paging Mr. Morrow. Like during the pandemic, I found them during that.
Yeah, all those guys hung with him because he was the OG, and that's our friends Tampa J and Chris the Girl, big fans of Traveling Tardis. They started with him. He was kind of like their big brother, and he was always super nice at the cons. He's not big in the same circles. Like you got to be in specific circles to know this guy. But if you did, he was
Dragon Con. He went. What else did he go to?
Every year. He was for people who can't get out and do events. These was the guys who, a travel vlogger.
Mm-hmm.
You just you watched. Yeah, watched him.
And I usually watch his Christmas ones on Christmas Day, so that's why I was hoping for the Christmas ones because he does really cool ones and everything. And to find out this, it's like a shock because I think he even answered one of my questions on a live show and stuff. And I wanted to meet him because he would always be at Disney World with Tim and everybody. So I was hoping that if I ever get to Disney World or down to you guys and we go to Disney World, it's like we can see him and everything because I have that dumb luck where I'll run into people. And I was hoping because then I can get him with the Tardis because I've been trying to get Paging Mr. Morrow with the Tardis when he comes to New York Comic Con and stuff. And it's just sad because these were the people that started it all. I started my channel in 2009 and everything, and we were watching these guys with 10-minute videos of things.
Yeah, he was one of the first guys to show you could make content without a lot of equipment and still be engaging as long as you did good content. And I think a lot of these YouTube vloggers out there, they all owe a little bit to him because he started it all. And it's sad. He's 51, looks like a heart attack. We don't know the whole story, but his family confirmed it. And it's sad. But yeah, a lot of
he was under a lot of stress recently. That's the only thing why he was doing the travels too. He wanted to relax and stuff.
Yep. But yeah, sad, but anyway, yeah, we love you, Adam, and hopefully we'll see you on the other side, buddy.
No, I feel bad because Sin City G, hi. I think this is your first time being on here, so hello. I until Candy Naaman mentioned him in our chat, I had no idea who this guy. It's kind of like meeting the cousin who was, your cousin who's a super big celebrity that you, for whatever reason, never met him at the family reunion, but somebody tells you one day, hey, by the way, you've had this cousin. Alec Baldwin's your cousin. It's just like
a lot my family, yeah.
So I mean, it's when people started talking to me about him, I was just like, okay, who's this guy? And then I started looking him up, and it's just like, it's one of those things like, why have we never met? Why have I never seen this guy? Or why
and I know with your travels, you would have ran into him or Tim. Like with your travels of Universal, everything, I would have thought you would have ran into Tim, him, Paige and Mr. Morrow, all of them, because they all hang out there.
Well, Super Enthused and all them. Yeah, and they're all under their YouTube names. And Adam the Woo is not his given name.
No,
they all try to do the same event. They get invited to the media nights. He's basically one of the first influencers. Yeah, there's Paige and Mr. Morrow. He was actually one of Adam was one of the guys he patterned himself after. And our good friends Tampa J, Chris the Girl, they started, they go to baseball games with him all the time.
Didn't Adam mention Tampa J a lot in his videos and stuff?
Yeah, they're best buddies.
Yeah. That's I would listen all the time and everything. And I knew there was a connection to you, but I didn't know it was that much of a connection.
Yeah, he used to come to us at the cons, and whenever we'd be on one of his vlogs, I'd get a call from my publisher going, well, what TV show were you on? And I'd be like, what? And they're like, well, we sold a bunch of books yesterday. We don't know why. Were you on another TV show? I'm like, no, I was on Adam the Woo or Tampa J. And I owe so much to those guys. So I used to always thank him, and he always got a copy of the book whenever we saw him. So I was like,
same thing. I was like, when he answered a question live, I was like, I'm going to bring down my stuff to thank him because he was fun. That's why I was so hoping if I did come down for you guys with 100,000 to run into all of them down there because they would be filming right about now with the holiday stuff and everything.
I just never heard this guy at any conventions. Normally, what was it? Somebody had mentioned and said, I thought this was a great line today. Is Facebook shows me what it wants. It doesn't show me what I need.
And you would have loved to watch them.
That's for all the social media that's out there, but I've never heard of this guy. And you think with you, you got to think, Gadget. These theme parks are huge. It's not like we're going to bump into. I've seen like maybe at best 3 YouTubers that I've come across online, and one would just happen to be at what was it, the home store, the home store. But I'm like I've never heard of this guy, and I kind of feel bad. It's like I should know this guy.
Like
he's a fellow Floridian. He's in Celebration, Florida.
He was just at Halloween Horror Nights too. Just getting his permission back at Universal. He was going to plan a lot of cool stuff for that.
Oh.
And we just, and as probably one of his better friends, and their guy, Jacob, the carpetbagger, he lives real close to me too. And we bump into him a lot. He considered Adam his mentor.
Everybody loved Adam.
Yeah. And he was a super nice guy. He had a lot of haters online, like we all do.
Mm-hmm.
So
but that means you're doing well. When you have a lot of haters, that means you're doing well.
Yeah. But hats off to you, sir. We miss you.
One can for him. Yeah. And guys, check out his last video. It was funny as anything and stuff. It was cute. It was him and the Grinch driving around because that's the thing he does. He just pops up and does fun things and stuff. So guys, check in on your friends, check in on everybody and everything, because I hate doing sad news, but we know with you have to have the yin and yang. With the sad comes the unhappy, the bad, and and everything. And hopefully his family, our condolences and everything. And there's also Chris Ria, yeah. Same thing. Condolences to all the family members of who have passed, even the ones we haven't mentioned, because this last month has taken a lot, including voice actors, professionals and everything. And please, this week, going into New Year, check on everybody. Just bug people, be annoying and stuff and everything.
Give everybody hugs, man. Give everybody hugs.
Yeah, or
I got
at least
one
be
more,
nice about it.
I got one more loss that I forgot to report. Was Bob Burns.
Yeah.
Of, Bob's Basement. He was the collector we all wanted to be. He was the guy who lived in Hollywood. He was best friends with Ray Bradbury, Ray Harryhausen, and all these names. And whenever a movie would end and they were going to throw away the props,
he grabbed them.
Give it to Bob. Give it to Bob. He'll take it. And going to his house was like, and going into that famous Bob's Basement, every turn I was just like, oh my God, is that? And he'd be like, oh yeah, this was the War of the Worlds spaceship, and they were throwing it away. This is how I got. He give you a 20-minute.
Some people go to him for props in their own movies because he had the prop and everything.
When they wanted to rebuild a set, they would go, "Hey Bob, do you have it?" "Oh yeah, of course." But he kept Star Trek props, Battlestar Galactica props, Star Wars props, Doctor Who.
A lot of production studios here use them. New York, a lot of
US Doctor Who stuff from the made-for-TV movie. So he had some of that. Yeah. So sad.
Mark, your ghost is killing me right now because it's running around the house behind you. Oh. Sorry, I'm sensitive to those things. It started on the doll. It went to the thing that's on your couch that's black, and then it went to the skeleton. Oh. Then it went back. That's why your camera went a little wonky.
It does that. It does that. We've been hearing knockings in the walls. Now we're just hoping it's raccoons, but it might actually be the ghost. So who knows? Yeah. The ghost Christmas past. We're here for it. So
I just have squirrels in my roof. They're very scary.
Yeah,
I'm glad it was just squirrels. It's only ever been squirrels in my roof.
We had someone wrote into Eerie Travels that they were hearing voices and had strange things going on, and they were hearing it in their attic. And we sent in a paranormal team, and it just turns out that they had squirrels and a raccoon up in their attic. And
Squirrel.
it sounds demonic when you're not ready for them. So.
Nope.
Well, you know, usually when you have something like that, it's usually best to start with the assumption that it's probably something from our realm.
Yep.
Or a different dimension. They always say ghosts are a different dimension.
They like it when it's warm for the winter. So that's why
they're coming in.
Yeah.
But I got some, speaking of sea captains and everything, we have to talk about another sea and everything, because our two hosts, Candyman and Tom, got to see the last episode of the war between the land and the sea and everything. And believe it or not, the ratings did drop. And that was sad. I don't know if it's because of the turmoil or because American audience haven't seen it yet and everything. But it started out strong with 2.8 million for the first episode, but ended on 1.79 million and received actually 85% Rotten Tomatoes, which is interesting and stuff. But I didn't get to see it because, like I said, I don't have access to that because technically Disney doesn't, or whoever I deal with hasn't dropped anything for me yet. So I had to rely on these two. And guys, was the last episode good? Yay, nay, or was it worth the one?
I watched it afterwards.
Was it worth the 1.79 rating, the last episode, or it could have been better or worse? I'll just ask that.
Okay, so I watched it yesterday on Daily Motion. I was going to do the episode of Tasty Conversations with Ramona, but complications came up today. So tomorrow I will be doing the review. But as Mark was watching and I was eating a cheeseburger, and he was like, "This
without the cheese."
I had the cheese added. I did have a cheeseburger, my second one. For me, I agree with what Mark was saying, but without the spoiler button, because I can't see it on here with the banners from Spill the Geek Tea.
Here we go.
Spoilers. Oh,
Spoilers!
spoilers, maybe.
This is Sophie Aldred with The Legend of the Travelling Tardis.
Spoilers.
Which I did use that. And this one. Yes, the ending was, if they didn't have the ending it could have went to another series, which I was hoping for, but as Mark said, it was a Disney ending, and for me, I didn't mind it. I need
Well, it was a Little
happy
Mermaid
endings.
type ending. To me, it was like a reverse Little Mermaid type of ending. As somebody spilled to me on that spoiler.
And I almost sang it, so I don't want to get any copyright. So under the
Yeah.
So it was funny, and that was the first ending, and then there was a second
I'd
ending.
say more Little Mermaid 2 because it sounds more like Little Mermaid 2.
Yeah.
Interesting, but for a Torchwood, I mean, so for a more adult theme Doctor Who thing, like, it's brutal, as Mark says, political, and the happy ending thing, the stuff like, wait a minute, what's going on here? So Ramona will go into more details when we can probably do tomorrow. And the second ending, okay. So for me, it wasn't the 3 and 4 were high for me because more adult thing. But I guess because the time period, the ratings dropped. But some people are just, like I said, they're haters. They just want to go. They don't like anything done. First 2 were good. Second 2 were better. This one was maybe in between. So yeah, my rating was 10.5 altogether. So I'm going to bring it down to 9.5 for all 5 episodes together as one story. So I get it, but could have expanded.
Kate gets to live on in a new series with Big Finish, right, and everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
New or old, or we're just remnants.
Yeah, it's called
because it has
Eras?
what's her name in it too.
Yeah, Eras. They're bringing back all the different versions of Unit, so I'm excited for that. That was a Christmas miracle for me to see that. So
No, that means more.
And I will.
The old ones you already got. It's letting you bring the old ones back. So
I wanted
although
to say
they
something.
did announce what one of the periods is one of the ones that didn't get a series. So I don't know. I think that's one from the books. So
we'll see what happens. But all we know is this is just the craziest time that now we just got to wait for the Disney review of it. And see what the American audience thinks of it. But as for the British audience, it could have been the political time and everything, because now we don't know what's going to happen when Disney airs it. Will it be a different time frame or different view of the world?
I wanted to say, Gadget, I am not going to give any spoilers because there are spoilers on the internet. But after the war between the land and the sea ended, I can definitely say to everybody that the war between the land and the sea is definitely one of the TV shows ever made. I can say that. That's what I'll say about it. It's definitely one of the shows ever made.
In my
like I said, I got spoiled. I think it's The Little Mermaid Part 2.
In my point of view, I think they should have done it at a normal 8 episodes. I think they rushed for the last episode. Episode 1 and 2 was very good. Episode 3 was very, very political until the last 10 minutes, which was amazing. I like episode 4, but episode 5, I think it was just one of these things where one of my friends who I do a lot of filming with, he didn't like it because there wasn't actually a war per se. It was a political war game.
So a mind game.
Yeah, it's like a mind game rather than thing. And what they did to it, without making any spoilers, I think they could have done it a little bit more better on how they did the ending and extended it a little bit, because you had so many different storylines which were just
so it was psychological warfare.
Yeah,
I got flashbacks to I'll say Sutek being walked through the time vortex on a leash because he was a good boy. RTD ending. I'm like, I feel like this does not belong to the rest of the series that I was watching. I don't know what to do with my life right now.
Okay, is it up there with Class?
I didn't see Class.
I think I like Class. I'm about the only person.
I like Class.
I'll put my.
Should I watch Class? Do you think?
Yes.
You said you like it.
Yeah.
I like Class because it's very, very much set in the British mind frame of students. Yeah, it's a little bit far-fetched, but if you understand British culture, then it's a little bit more easier to understand Class. I think because the education system is completely different in the UK to the US. US might find it completely alienated because our system doesn't work the same way as you guys in the US. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
The school system, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I know that yours is just kind of better than ours as far as test scores and stuff. So I don't know, but I mean, I might watch Class. I mean, but do you think it would still be something that would be easy enough to get on board? I mean,
it's easy enough to get on board if you understand it. Like, I'm not sure. Do you guys in the US still do end of year exams where you have to go up or down or stay the level?
I mean, no, it's kind of different for their standardized testing, but I mean, there's
what do you mean?
It doesn't keep you down. It's just whatever you did in your grades that year.
Yeah, like if you made 100, you get to go to the next level. If you made 0, you go back a year.
But they make you repeat a grade for sure. But it's not necessarily because everyone takes the same test across the US, and it's not that kind of deal.
Because back when I was at school many, many years ago, the same years as Dave, we was
I wasn't when they discovered fire.
And Mark was under the thing where we're still using chalk and slate.
Hey, I was teaching you youngsters.
But what I'm saying, what I was under the impression was that if you didn't pass your like SATs or whatever it is, you stayed in the same year.
Oh, you mean CTBS testing and all that stuff?
I don't know. I don't know what it's called.
It's Scantron testing or whatever. Those are standardized to see how intelligent you are. And the CT and the ST, those whatever those were for, like, so you can go to college. The ones where you had to do the math.
No, I'm not talking about those. I'm just talking about the end of year, whether or not you can go up a year.
We didn't have those.
We have something like that, but it's not exactly the same. Yeah.
But in the UK, we don't have those. So literally, once you get to that age, you move up another year, and you just move up.
Oh, okay.
So you don't do the end of exam. You don't repeat a year unless you want to.
Okay.
Or if you, so you literally go through. So whatever your age is, you go up through the school level, the school years.
You had to have with us, it had to be a 75 or higher to pass to the next grade. Anything below a 75 in the lower grades, but if you got into the departmental, you had to have 85 or higher to pass the departmental.
I think if it's similar enough in class, I think I would understand it and probably follow this. From what I heard, people tend to like it. With the war between the land and the sea, I don't know if you guys have ever started watching something, and at the beginning you're like, this is so great, I'm going to recommend it to everybody. And then you finish it in the end, you're like, oh, never mind. You know that show that I told you to watch? Yeah. Don't watch it.
Every anime I've seen recently.
So it was a little bit of that part, but you know,
that was why I'm staying out of the conversation.
I would say this, Sean. I would watch Class. And lower your expectations to the bottom of, because I didn't like Class. I was not crazy.
The bar was low.
The bar was already low. It was just like the only thing. And if you saw the trailer, I'm not spoiling it for you. The only thing good about Class was that Peter Capaldi was in the first episode.
Well, Christian, I don't mean to be rude to absolutely anybody, but you know, after the last 3 years of Doctor Who, lowering my expectations is not really that difficult, you know. But just like Doctor Who, the War Between the Land and the Sea had good things in it. I mean, like they were, but that's with RTD. That almost makes it worse, right? Like if he shows you something amazing and you're like, oh, and then you're like, oh, yeah, that was my fault. Never mind. Okay.
well, did you know, Sean, Russell T Davies didn't write episode 3 or 4?
I did not know that, but I thought 1 and 2 were the best ones.
See, I think 3 and 4 were the best ones.
I thought those were the best. I agree. And it's Russell T has this problem with writing endings. He's really good at setting up a 2-parter. And you're like, oh my God, how are they going to get out of this? And then he's like, magic, it's done.
I'm gonna hold this conversation. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna hold this conversation because we are going to review the War Between the Land and the Sea next year, for a better term, next month, actually, whenever it lands on Disney Plus, and we'll have the team, and then you can just
go crazy.
will have seen it by then.
Yeah.
So
Sorry, River Song is pointing a gun at all of us.
No,
Like,
that's
spoilers.
fine. That's fine. But I will put this up. We do have, if you guys remember, we do have a poll. We do have certain polls running up on the shut up on the Traveling Tardis YouTube channel. And did you watch The War Between the Land and the Sea? 22% said yes. 39% just didn't have access.
Really?
And an additional 39 says they were not interested.
Ooh.
I suspect that third one is also a lot of people that didn't have access and would not have watched it if they did.
Daily Motion, for God's sakes, has been around forever and a day.
But
I was trying to balance out that middle part where it's like I couldn't watch it because I didn't have access. It's not necessarily they weren't watching it because they didn't like it or something. I think that 39% in the middle is I didn't have a chance to see it because I had no way of seeing it. So that's why I threw in that option.
Yeah,
Christian, can I ask you a question?
You just did.
Okay.
Another question.
Point. The next question is: you said you didn't like Class, but if you can compare Class to K9 Australia version, which one's better?
To be fair, I haven't seen K9 in its entirety, but I would definitely go to K9. I think we had a review of this when Melanie was on of Class. I mean, we could always revisit later on to see how our opinions have changed. But one of the things that I will concede to when they were talking about Jodie Whittaker being the first female doctor, she was not my first choice. The woman who plays Quill was my first choice. She did an awesome job, and I think if I were to have an audition, I would actually put that scene where she talks about being war herself as demonstrating how powerful she can be had she been a doctor. And I said, well, I meant Class had ended, so I more or less assumed she was going to be in Class as a doctor, and I said she would have been great. I don't know if the writing and the show running would have helped her out at all, but at least we would have had a doctor that I would at least had appreciated had they didn't go with Jodie.
So with me, I think K9. Let me get this correct. I love K9.
Yeah,
I love K9 and Company, aka a girl's best friend. I did not like the Australian K9.
I heard about that, but if I had a choice, I'd watch neither. I just wouldn't turn on the TV.
Yeah, I'm talking about the K9 and the Australian version.
Yeah, they're right. I've seen it.
Where he regenerates into a Sony eye dog.
Yeah.
No, just no.
Yep.
Which I'm thinking is funny that K9 needed an upgrade. He's from the 51st century, so how is he supposed to be getting an upgrade in the 20th century? Or the 21st century? So I'm like, go figure on that one. So anyway, we're getting back. Sorry, Dave, bring us back.
Yeah, we have no more news.
Why don't we, before we go through the rest of what we have done this year, why don't we do? I think you said you wanted to do a quick commercial break, Christian.
We'll do a quick commercial break. Yeah.
All right, so we'll do a quick commercial break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk more about the amazingness that has been 2025 for the Legend of the Traveling Tardis.
Exactly.
See you guys on the other side.
Thank you for joining us, guys, and we'll be back.
I didn't listen to that voicemail. I'll tear open that letter you sent. Don't you tell your friends I want you back. I gotta leave you now unread, because you've already said those words that switch my heart to dead from loving you. So you'll stay ghosted and I'll stay focused. I'll sew in close. The spell stays unspoken. A dark silhouette of a marked man and broken. Right down. I didn't listen to that voicemail. A TikTok, that story you sent. Don't you reel me in to get me back. I'm gonna leave you now.
Hey, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Hey, happy holidays, Merry Christmas from everybody here at Horses on Film and Happiness Patrol. To everybody on the Legend of the Traveling Tardis, and of course to you, Simon. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
I'm author Mark Muncy.
And I'm author Erica Lance.
And this is Eerie Travels.
Greetings, travelers. Join us as we travel through folklore, myths, monsters, legends, and dark history.
Now, we'll be your guide to the spooky side of reality as we discuss cryptids, paranormal, and all things preternatural.
Sometimes we find the truth is way scarier than fiction.
We're on twice a week on your favorite podcast platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube.
We have amazing guests from all of the areas of the strange and unusual, including witnesses, investigators, and more.
Now, with Erica's curiosity and ridiculous array of pop culture and true crime knowledge.
And Mark's decades of experience diving into folklore and the legends with the truth that's behind them.
Yeah, so join us, travelers, as we take you to the edge of reality, and we'll see you on the other side.
Hi, I'm Gene Turnbow.
And I'm Susan Fox.
And we're from Sci-Fi Radio. Simon, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all. And to all, a good night.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show, The Legend of the Traveling Tardis. And we're all here together.
Are we back?
We are back. Yes,
we're back. All right. I wasn't
I'm
sure.
not.
We have it being the holiday season. We have a couple of extra commercially things and greetings from all of our friends on the internet. But we're back for our 100,000 subscriber special and year-end wrap up. Woo!
Woo!
Woo! Let's see if I can make my camera do the thing. Can I do it?
Woo!
It's supposed to
Oh,
do
it's not
it.
doing it now?
There we go.
There it is.
Oh, wow.
Woo!
100.
Go get you.
I can do it manually. Like I've got a little button that does things too. I can go over here. I can go over here. Give me the thing. See, I can make a party go like this. Woo!
Give him.
We can't do the Dugadoo song.
No, shut it. I will throw everybody off the show.
I love how I started.
I will
25.
I will drop the F-bomb and I will.
Wait. Are we in enough? Wait, we're at. No, we got 5 more minutes before you can drop that.
I love how I started the Dugadoo thing and I didn't get blamed for it. Oh,
No,
I just outed myself.
I picked up on that. And I had to go with it.
I'm trying.
There we go. Hooray.
I am deleting that. How long does that run? No, shut up.
Never.
Non-stop.
Hey, I didn't do it. Why you?
That's how long.
What are you blaming me for? I didn't do it.
I'm deleting that thing. I am banning it.
I didn't do it.
So
that's what's going to get us to 200,000, Christian. Come on.
Exactly.
Or we lost 100,000.
I almost wore my Lemillion shirt so we can get 1 million subscribers.
Well, we do a 12-hour loop of that, and you will get so many play hours, man. I tell you.
I will lose all 100,000 people. Okay.
You're gonna Christian, you're gonna wake up and we're gonna have negative 100,000 subscribers.
Exactly. Number. What is the official number?
We're at
I know we're at 101 right now. Because this is crazy, and we got to thank you all.
1,000. No, I'm sorry. 100,186.
Wow.
Nice.
So as we soon in now, just for people over, I was like a guy waiting for his kid to be born. These guys can attest to it because there's like at one point it was like going like this. This needle was just like up 5, down 3.
And I said Friday, and they officially Friday, so I got it.
I would like to
So-
think that there were actually fans that were like, let's mess with Christian. Okay, now you subscribe. Now you unsubscribe. Like, it's just going up.
I was waiting for you guys to do it. It's just like, oh my, would it get like to what was it, $9.99?
I wanted that 99999.
Yeah, I was just gonna watch the numbers go down. Like, you bastards.
This is crazy. Like, most people have balloons celebrating and stuff like that. This is wow.
So
Yeah.
there we are. Ta-da.
Yep, Friday, December 19th. I won. I said Friday.
I said by midnight.
There we are.
Oh wait. Let's do this proper. Oh wait.
That's a nice one.
What? There we go.
Sorry, got the pictures right next to each other.
Yay.
Yeah.
We were pouring shots.
Now
in
grab
the-
one
in
of
the-
those and
in
then
the chat
inhale
for
it
sure.
like a chipmunk.
Sorry, what did you say, Christian? I was talking.
Oh, you're fine.
We
No,
love you
Dave
all.
was putting balloons on his whatever his video thing is. And I said, grab one and start inhaling it like a
Is
chipmunk.
that from Stream? Is that StreamYard balloons, or is that basically something else?
No,
That's
that's
Dave.
Macintosh. That's Mac.
Yeah,
That's Dave altogether.
That's me. That's my computer.
So we got 100,000 subscribers, but on top of that, before we even started, and I wasn't even expecting this at all, 2.7
Yeah, that nice number.
million views. I mean, that literally happened
Wow.
like now. So I was.
Thank you guys for
Yeah.
watching us
Thank
and
you.
subscribing.
I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
we did right.
Oh,
I don't.
yeah.
I don't know what we did right because the way we screw things up, I don't know what we did right.
That's what we did. We screwed up, and everybody was jumping. I mean, like what they say, everybody wants to see a train wreck. Our train has still derailing at this time, so we're doing
Was
okay.
it at a MegaCon many years ago at that one Doctor Who booth that you and I were discussing just all things Doctor Who and Red Dwarf, I think at the time. And I think that was when you said you were doing the show. I think that was when I first heard about this.
God, it's like one big jumbled memory right now. I don't
I
even
just remember.
Well, I
it was
know
the
you
only
can
booth
go for
that
it.
had like it was the only booth that had like any Doctor Who and any Big Finish, and we were both like scrambling to see what we could steal.
I think so.
Feeling
Yeah,
bad. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, now we gotta make keychains, T-shirts. Oh boy,
my
we
God.
got our work ahead of us.
Let's just put it this way. I was when we started 5 years ago. By the way, somebody was asking me how many episodes we have, and it's like the doctor's age. I lost count. I know a lot of podcasts were like, it's episode 126. So I gave up. I just gave up,
Yeah.
especially now that we have the audios that kind of fallen to the wayside because we moved into the videos. And it's like, I'm not disowning them, but it's just like, well, they're over there if you need.
Yeah. Yeah, who just does audio? Can you believe people do that? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Well, you can watch Eerie Travels on YouTube. It's just the audio version. So.
Oh,
Well, that's what you do.
Well, the
Yeah.
joke there is that at no point on any of the podcasts have I had anything but just audio. So-
Oh, that's
and that's
true.
what my channel is
True.
too.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not your face. I thought that was your face. I'm sorry.
No, my face. My face is usually just a white dot in a void. But
That's what when
but
I
that's-
met you, isn't that what it was?
yeah, that's exactly what it is. But
It's a
before that,
perception
it looked like
filter.
it looked like the Dugadoos before that, and then I changed
Yeah,
it.
it's a perception.
No one say
filter.
Dugadoos.
What?
I am
No.
deleting. If I hear that again, I'm deleting it. I will just straight up delete it.
It's the.
No,
it's
it's
the
me.
Kristen,
that's-
I love you,
Yeah.
and you love me.
And it will be played on New Year's Eve.
Do you think that's? Do you guys think that's actually the Doctor's name? That's the question that must never be answered.
It's Dugadoo.
What's your name? Dugadoo.
I think the next poll, Christian, should be: do you want to do a 12-hour play of Dugadoo and put it to the audience test?
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we just have the Tardis on the screen with flashing lights like a disco ball.
That's our U log. That's our U log.
Yeah.
12-hour loop. I'm telling you.
That's our U log.
I am so done with this episode right now. We just go ahead and take a break.
Yep.
So
We can call it whenever you like, Christian.
Yeah.
I know I know you have to go in a few minutes.
We all
here,
do.
Oh no, we're
We all
fine.
do.
I mean,
Happy holidays.
This was just a short thank you to everybody. You know, we wanted to do this video because when's the next time you'll ever hit 100,000 subscribers like this again? Let alone I don't know how many people get here. And just remember, whoever, you know, if you guys were here from the very beginning, it was a gentleman by the name of Garrett Pomacher from the Hanging with Webb show who kicked my butt and said, you need to start your own podcast. And I was like, yeah, it's not going to do it. And I was like, I was one that I never really like wanted to do my own. I always like to be the guy, you know, just like part of the team. I didn't want to lead the team. But if you're hearing background noise, that would be somebody who shouldn't be in the studio right now who dropped something as they opened the door. She's randomly saying I'm sorry multiple times. I'm just waiting for her to close the door.
Well, thanks for the 100,000. She was number 100,000, right?
That's yeah.
She has
number 2 at least.
She was just waiting. She was.
My dog was 99999. So
and Christian, I'll say this: I really hope, for all of our sakes, that we only hit 100,000 subscribers one time. I hope we don't do it again, because you said how many times does that happen? I'm like, hopefully only once.
That's the horrible thing about being on YouTube. You know, one day you will, you know, do something or something happens. And I just want to also I want to make this announcement too. I'm not sure if anybody's aware, but we haven't really like said that we were doing this, and I was using them for a platform just in case YouTube went crazy. And most recently YouTube did. They actually deleted, I'm not joking, 12 million YouTube accounts. 12 million.
Wow.
And some of them got demonetized, some of them were removed completely. These were just things that YouTube decided to wake up one morning saying, yep, you're not here anymore. So for our friends who are over there, we are expanded out to, we've been expanding out over there recently, but now that we're able to live stream, we've included Rumble in our StreamYard case because just in case YouTube goes nutty. And I don't see a reason why we would be under the gun on that. But you like you guys, like Mark, you've heard so many bad things that have happened.
Oh man, yeah. And if nothing else, it's just nice having a backup.
Exactly.
On all these things. And I mean, I think about this when we were getting started, MySpace was still a thing. So, you know, you always want to make sure you have that. I can't
get any of my MySpace stuff back. That's gone. That's like,
You always want to, you know, I think LiveJournal was the blogging software at one point back then. So, you know, you keep your options open, you evolve. Legend of the Traveling Tardis isn't going anywhere. That's just it. It's traveling. So, you know, that's Theory Travels. We do a website. It's like, just follow us there and we'll figure out, you can figure us out from there. And that's this.
Well, I mean, even
follow you where you need to.
Well, our second biggest audience is Facebook on the Facebook, and Facebook. I haven't been paying attention to, and I should. Facebook has been deleting our live feed.
Yep.
Wait. Oh yeah, they did do that.
Yeah.
They deleted our episodes from our live feed.
I've been checking the settings, and your settings are fine. It's
they're just archiving.
Yeah.
All of them. They're doing that to everybody.
Yeah.
Are they archiving or are they deleting?
Well, they're deleting it. They're getting
deleting
rid of
it. If you don't download
videos.
it, it's gone. Yeah.
You can link it to a Dropbox and have it like you can every so often you can save your past uploads if you want to do that.
Oh, it's easy. I could just go to the YouTube studio, download the episode, and just re-upload it over there, or I could StreamYard it. I just put it in as a not a live episode. I don't know why Facebook is going that route, but here we are.
Yeah, it's only on live videos, Christian. So if you do a live video, it gets deleted after 30 days.
Well, look what they did to Instagram. You have to be 1,000 followers to get live, and then the archive, same thing. 30 days you have, and then you got to delete them down, otherwise they're gone.
Yeah, I was doing Facebook live like music sometimes, and I lost a lot of that. But I mean, specifically, there's a lot of ways to save your videos, but specifically on Facebook, there is an option to link your Dropbox.
Well, we use StreamYard, and we tried to add Instagram. And the thing is, it's kind of like Rumble now. You have to actually set up a studio in Rumble, which it's easier, even though. You have to go in. You have to go in the Rumble. You have to actually do this. Here's the procedure for Rumble. You have to set up the studio within 24 hours of it going live. So if it goes live, like it goes live at 6 o'clock at night, we have to set up the studio the prior day, at least the latest is 6 p.m. prior to. So you have 6 p.m. and 6 p.m. between the two. I can't go any further. I mean, you can't do it any earlier. You have to do it the day before, which is really weird. And then once you set it up, you have to go back into StreamYard and then hook up the two. I don't know why, but if you do it on Instagram, it's very similar to that. Plus, you got to go on Instagram, back on Instagram, and then hit the live button.
The live button, and you have to stay on.
And you have to stay on Instagram. So I'm just like, okay, my computer is. Yeah,
we could teach college courses on how not to lose your videos. It's so complicated. That's the first thing of 2025 for Reflections. Facebook axing a lot of our videos, but I mean, well, there are lots of positive things, but that's one thing that happened this year, I suppose.
Talking about reflecting, Christian, how you reflect from day one of doing this show to now.
Yeah, I was behind the scenes, so that's on him. I'm looking at this like from behind the scenes.
Jesus. Like I said, I couldn't even fathom that we would be here. I mean, like I was thinking, we'll get a couple hundred and people will watch us, and like I said, I couldn't even begin to fathom how much we got. I mean, like, can you put in your brain 100,000 people? There's no way. And
the interviews we've gotten, I mean, we've gotten some of the most amazing cast people of all time, and talking with Nick Briggs from Big Finish and the voice of the Daleks and all this other stuff, and they're coming to us. That's insane.
Yeah, we've had some fun interviews. I think it's one of the questions you have to ask yourself when you're doing a YouTuber or a separate channel is like, there's a billion Doctor Who podcasts. So why should I come to you? I mean, like, I could watch this or I could watch.
We don't take ourselves seriously.
That's one of many things. But I always think that, we don't take ourselves seriously. I mean, we try to stay out of the politics. I think people are looking for a landmass that's going like, there's so much toxicness out there. And I do think, there are people that I agree with that are quote unquote toxic, but I'd agree with them. It's just like they just have a different way of presenting it. So what may be toxic to one person is not toxic to another. But I think people have been looking for a landmass to latch onto and just say, listen, we just want to go back to the fun. And one of the things I tried to gear towards was something where if you were going to convention and you were heading out to a panel, what would it look like? And I think this is that's what I tried to aim for. And has it changed? Yeah, it's morphed. It's we have different teammates. Since we started, it was a 30-minute audio. That's all it was. And we premiered the day before Jodie Whittaker became the Doctor. And that's what we talked about. It was what were our predictions for the first female Doctor, Jodie Whittaker. But it was like, if we had agreements and disagreements, they should be allowed to be said. Even one of the questions is like one of the first episodes I think we did was, I think it was called "Who Died and Made You Whovian?" And one of the consensus, I don't know if you were with us yet, Dave, but one of the consensus was that being a Whovian, that's internal. It's almost like saying if somebody came up to your cosplay and said, you're not a real cosplayer, and if somebody came up and that's not authentic or anything like that. I think that fandom comes within. You dictate who says you're a fan or not. Nobody else can, because you understand what you know about the material. Are there people who have been around long enough and have seen all the Doctor Who's, read all the magazines, read all the books, listened to all the Big Finish? Sure, I'm sure there's quite a few people out there. But I can only tell you from my knowledge what I like and what I know. And thus the podcast, so we can explore it together and have a great time doing it. And there may be things along the way that we agree and disagree, but I said one of the things that I like about our team now is that we've come together to the point where we are going to disagree. Like Candyman will rate an episode 1, I rate it 10, and
or vice versa.
Mm-hmm. And we get together and we talk about that. I come across conventions where some people don't like Jodie Whittaker, or didn't like the idea of Jodie Whittaker or a female doctor. They're women, and they're afraid to go online and say, "Hey, I'm just not too hip on a female doctor." And it's like, well, that's all their grievance is. They're not these mean or distraught people, or they don't deserve the name called. If they don't like it, they don't like it. One of the things I made sure when I told people who left Doctor Who, because what was it? It was just like when Doctor Who first started out, they didn't like David Tennant because they were losing Christopher Eccleston. They didn't like Matt Smith; he was too young. They didn't like Peter Capaldi; he was too old. They didn't like Jodie Whittaker; it was a female, and it goes on and on and on.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears,
right?
Yeah.
But I told people, if you don't like what's going on now, I'm going to leave the door open. If you don't like Peter Capaldi, he's going to be gone in about 3 to 4 years, but I left the door open for them and just said, listen, I can't make you like something. There's no way. And you have your grievances. I don't think you're evil. That's why when they put out some episodes of Doctor Who, I'm just like, who are you doing this to? We're not racists. We're not sexist. As far as I know, everybody that I know are not these. They just have grievances that they just want to lay out, and there's something they may not like.
Well, like you said, you left the door open for John, that if he wants to say his side of the story and everything, he's more than welcome to come on. Other Doctor Who cast members are welcome to come on to tell their side of the stories on things.
Well, I mean, not necessarily in that route. It was more or less if somebody said, I'm leaving because I'm not too hip on a female doctor, I said, okay, you know what? Do 3 episodes. I always tell them 3 episodes, first 3 episodes. If you're still not hip to this, you've tried, and there's nothing else I can do to do it. 3 episodes. That's it.
Yeah.
And the whole premise of the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS started because there were 2 women. I'll tell the story again since we're here. There were 2 women who were at a panel at Florida SuperCon. And I asked the questions, okay, how many of you are excited to see Jodie Whittaker be the Doctor? And they were like, okay. And the hands went up. And I said, okay, how many of you are waiting to see Jodie Whittaker? And going to determine from there. And some hands went up. And then when I said, okay, are there people who are not hip to see Jodie Whittaker? And no hands went up. And at the end of we did the panel. And at the end of the panel, those 2 women came up to me. They were quiet the whole time. And they looked at me and just basically said, we think we can trust you. I'm like, what? So you say, well, your standards are low. You're gonna there. But they had let me know and go, you asked us the question if we weren't hip about Jodie Whittaker being the Doctor, and we wouldn't put our hands up, not because they didn't want answers, because they were afraid about what other people would think. And that just drove me nuts. It's like, you don't have to appreciate what somebody thinks. I think the conviction is, when it comes to the geekdom, is not to kick people out who don't like what's going on. It's to convince them why they should like it and bring them back into the geekdom. And then if they leave, just let them know, hey, the door is open. I mean, like, it's not like the series has stopped. It pauses, it's put on hold, it revamps itself. But I think not only the Doctor Who, as Whovians, I think it should be all of us together appreciating other people coming into our Whoniverse for their first time, for their, how many episodes they've seen, and they should be welcomed with open arms.
But sorry, Sean. I was going to say, we had the same issue with Classic Who. Amount of times where people didn't like Patrick Troughton after or even, believe it or not, Tom Baker. He got a lot of hated after John Pertwee. And it's one of the things nature about Doctor Who. What is that show again? Doctor Who? I'm trying to work out.
Something like that.
But yeah, it's one of these things. If you're a Doctor Who fan, you're going to find a Doctor you like. You're going to find a Doctor you not like. You find a Doctor which is okay. But it's a thing where you just basically ride out the wave with Doctor Who, and suddenly you'll come back to how you like it to be. It's one of these sort of things where it's surf up. You know what I mean? And I'm just graving. I experienced, as many of you guys here, the wilderness years when we didn't get anything of Doctor Who. And everyone was desperate to watch Doctor Who, even if it was fan-based. People wanted Doctor Who. And that's the thing, isn't it? Is when you don't have it, you appreciate it more.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that I look like a balance ball here. Wait. No, let me put it back up. Now, there we go. I look like the balance ball.
Christian,
is that a wiggle?
That's
yes.
Can I share something about? I mean, I think I'm the most recent person on this, but just you said something about your philosophy for starting the show. Can I share something about my first experience being on the show that I think kind of could back that up a little bit?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. So I came on for the first time, and I think because you were interviewing me about the ratings, right, Dave?
Right.
And then I came over for Dot and Bubble, and it was really funny that like my first review on here was Dot and Bubble, and I was sitting when you were saying all that stuff, Christian. It was so funny because I was sitting here thinking about like how everyone else was reviewing Dot and Bubble, and like their reviews were like so high, their numbers, and mine was like a 4, and I was like super nervous to share my review, and I'm like, they're gonna think, because there, it's like you said, Christian, there is a lot of toxicity on the internet, and it's like, it's not necessarily that people don't like something. I mean, I don't care if you don't like it. There's a lot of stuff in Doctor Who I kind of despise that happened, but it's just like, it's the meanness and the vitriol and the divisiveness behind a lot of it that I don't like. But it's just kind of funny that like, I was like, I wonder if Christian's gonna get really mad at me for giving it a 4. It's just so funny to think about that now. Like,
well, that's the thing I'm trying to convey. Is like, you gave it a 4. I'm like, I'm not going to invite you to my house and then say, what do you think of it? And you're like, well, it sucks.
Well, right. And I think that's true because I mean, obviously, just like any other show, people on this show have a lot of different opinions about things.
Exactly.
We try to keep it apolitical, and I appreciate that. But I just think that like, I've never felt like on this show. I mean, I've been to some channels, I mean, not like as a guest, but I've seen some channels where I really feel like, man, like there kind of is a code of orthodoxy where like, you can't say this opinion. It's like, I've never felt like that here on this show. Like I never felt like there's any opinion I can have.
You're welcome.
Yeah, like I've never felt like there was any opinion I couldn't have on this show, and I've always really appreciated
and that's
that.
what I exactly wanted to nail down when I started the show. That's what I wanted everybody to feel. It's like, oh, I can be in a room full of people who really like what's going on, and somebody will ask me something and just go like, no, I wasn't too crazy about that. But it's the way that the others react to what's happening. They're not going to bash him. My God, my backdrop looks horrible. They're not going to bash anybody. It's just like, oh, tell me what you didn't like, what was going on. And one of the things I loved about doing like panels all over the conventions is when somebody came up to me and goes, not that they said they had a good time at the panel, but when they tell me you really made me think about something I didn't. You saw something that I couldn't or I wouldn't in the episode, and you really opened my mind to that. That's the compliment I wanted to hit with, because that's what I wanted to do. And it's just like, I want you to open your mind to things that you may not have looked upon. And I think that's actually the best sci-fi as opposed to fantasy RPG. I think that it opens your mind to things you would not think of. Just like that last line in Star Trek, the final line in The Next Generation, where Q's telling Picard, I wanted you to open your mind. It's not about exploration. It's not about space. It's about opening your mind to things and possibilities that you never thought about. And I think that's what sci-fi does when it's hitting on all 4 cylinders. And the story is great, and the director is awesome, and the showrunner is competent, and the actors are doing their best when it hits with Doctor Who, because we've seen it between, in my opinion, Eccleston to Capaldi. Is every show out of the park? No. But I think there is that linear line that people will talk about episodes like Vincent and the Doctor or Blink or Dalek from years on, even when we go over to the 18th, 19th, 20th Doctor, that these are still episodes that people will reflect on. And it's the same thing when it goes to Classic Who. I mean, like Genesis of the Daleks, The Talons of Wang Chiang, the Seeds in Space, all these episodes, The Ark in Space, all these episodes, people are still talking about to this day that make the change.
Yeah.
God, I hate my hat too.
Do you think in the
I just say
future?
what my hair's doing. Sorry.
Mine is Jack and Sally.
Do you think in the future, because of the sort of when we have more of a separation from, I mean, and there was a lot of toxicity in the Jodie Whittaker era, just in the fandom. I mean, because that's the same time you started seeing a lot of toxicity in the Star Wars fandom too. But do you think there's going to be a sort of a renaissance around Jodie Whittaker where people are going to go, well, now that Shooty's era is over and we're looking back 2 eras ago at Jodie, like, that was actually pretty good. Like,
I've
and
already seen it.
I'm not delegitimizing. Yeah, I think so too, Dave. I think we're already seeing
we saw the same thing happen with Colin Baker.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we've seen this before. It's not, like I said, this is, I don't think, again, politics, I don't think get into it. I think it's just some people prefer the writing of some seasons and some people prefer the directing of some seasons. And sometimes it's just, it's not there where we want it. And other people, though, that's where they want. I mean, look at the people who love the prequels in Star Wars. They're wrong, but they have their opinion. It's okay.
Well, I've seen one of the first things I saw happen in the Whittaker era was it was like everything is terrible, and it was like, okay, everything is terrible, but Sasha Dewan's good, and then it was like, okay, everything was terrible, but it wasn't Jodie's fault, and then it was Jodie's not bad in all the episodes, and I'm like, it's the Capaldi thing all over again. And again, I'm not delegitimizing anyone's opinion. It's just, it's so interesting to see that happening, and maybe 10 years from now, people will really like Shooty. I don't know. I mean, that doesn't mean the episode's quality changed at all, you know, and I don't like a lot of them right now, but that's just, it's so interesting as a fandom to see like things get it's kind of like the prequels got rehabilitated, just like you just said, you know. I mean,
yeah, it's for us old nerds. It's the same thing with Gil Gerard passing away. People, Buck Rogers was terrible. Now some of us, Buck Rogers was great. Yeah,
yeah.
I think, and
it's the guy on the meme with the where he's going up to the scaffold first time. Yeah, that's where we're at.
I think it also is a little bit of the passage of time, because you get a new audience, a new taste of different changes, different things happen. Because I mean, I was not happy with the Jodie Whittaker run. I had my grievances. You know, I don't throw Jodie completely under the bus. I put this all on Chibnall. But like I said, I don't have hate for them. I just like, okay, I don't think she'd come back and do this. Just move on. And I think it's always that adage like, well, it can't get any worse than this. Right. And then it was just like when they saw the D+ episodes, and they're like, oh, yeah, it can. So it's kind of coming back. And is there a renaissance, as Dave put it? I think there is, because when I went to MegaCon, well, it could have been influenced at Jodie Whittaker and the girl who plays Yaz. I can't think of her name off the top of my head.
Mandit Gill, I think.
Mandit
right?
Gill, thank you.
Mandit Gill, yeah.
Mandit Gill was supposed to be there, but I started counting how many Whittaker cosplayers were there.
Yeah.
And there were 20-ish.
Wow.
And that's a hell of a lot of cosplayers I've seen cosplay. Now, of course, it was influenced because Jodie was there. So I'm sure of that, but I'm just like, they could have dressed up as anybody, and they decided Jodie, because not only was Jodie supposed to be there, she didn't show up, unfortunately. Mandip was there, Billy was there, and there were a lot of Billy Pipers. I mean, like Donna was there. There were a few Donnas, not many, but there were a few. But that was 20 girls that, you know, questionably they found their gateway drug into Doctor Who. Do I agree with it? I don't know. You know, I was always skeptical about, okay, do we really need to go this route? I mean, and if I was always wanted to say, if we're going to go this route, can we have a good story about it? Not that, you know, it just happens and happens over time. Is there a story behind this? Because we've always had Time Lords and Time Ladies. And at the one point, if I'm not mistaken, Mark, Time Ladies had an advantage over the Time Lords because they could change their appearance when they were regenerating. Thus, Ramana.
Yeah, that was the whole. I think they stole that for the Tenant, where his arm got cut and he was still regenerating, and all that was. They were saying, "Oh, it's that first day of regeneration. You can do it as much as you want." So,
exactly, but
again, that's
playing with the Time Lords.
Playing with the canon, you can do that. We have no problem with that. It's when you rewrite the whole thing we kind of have some issues.
Exactly, and that's for another freaking episode. So, yeah, I love Janet. They say, hold my script. Exactly.
With the Time Ladies, I think that Michelle Gomez walked so that Jodie Whittaker could wave the Sonic all around in different.
I want her to have her own show. She should have had a spin-off.
The Big Finish ones are great. Her Big Finishes are some of my favorites.
No, she needed her own show. They didn't need to do whatever they did. They just needed her own show.
I love how there was like 3 seconds of a lot of the fandom not accepting like Missy, and then like by season 9 they were like, we love Michelle Gomez. Like, I love how brief that turnover was. It was really great.
And that's what we hope will happen with some of this, but it takes longer on others.
What was it? There's that line from The Undiscovered Country, the Star Trek 6 episode at the very end, and it was like Kirk said it best to the Klingon ambassador: people can be very frightened of change.
Yeah,
and for people to do change, they want a rational reason. Okay, if you're going to come in here and clean house or revamp it, if you're going to change our favorite Chinese restaurant to an Italian restaurant, is there a good reason why? And are you going to sell me that, this should be an Italian restaurant as opposed to a Chinese restaurant? Always has, always will be. Then you go into somebody, and especially you have to realize this is an old IP. This has been 60 years now? You're not just cleaning house, you're rebuilding the wheel. So, I mean,
how many of us are going to see the 100th?
I'm going to live forever. So
you're going to regenerate.
I'm going to see David Tennant the play the 50th Doctor. So there you go.
Okay, Highlander.
He always turns up. He always turns up. Just like a bad penny.
Well, gang, I've got to run for Christmas. So happy
Merry
Saturnalia. Happy 100,000. Oh my gosh, that's insane, Christian.
Hey, if you run for Christmas, I will definitely vote for you.
Okay, good. I got the jacket. I'm ready. So, all right. Bye, all. Happy holidays. I got
holidays.
Thank you very much.
See ya.
Everybody, check him out over at Eerie Travels over on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, we'll see you on Thursday. We're doing a Boxing Day special for you, Mark.
Cool.
Boxing Day listener tales. We're getting it. We got a bunch of people sent us so many crazy encounter stories, and we're reading a bunch of them for Christmas. So there you go.
Boxing Day is awesome.
Yeah, we love it. So, and see you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
See ya.
So here's a question, Candyman. Orthodox Christmas is January 7th. Is there an Orthodox Boxing Day?
Not I know of, but there is a free.
We should just make it happen.
Yeah,
well, you got the Orthodox one, but you also got the Spanish Three Kings, which is the day before, which is the 6th of January.
Well,
so when I was living out,
that's La Befana Day too.
So when I was living out of Spain, my English friends, which have a half Spanish parenthood, would celebrate one Christmas on Christmas Day with the English parent, and then a second Christmas on Three Kings Day, which is really good because we got twice the presents.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. Well, if Orthodox Christmas is on January 7th, then wouldn't Orthodox Boxing Day have to be on January 8th?
Yep.
It's just the
We'll just say it exists.
And then you have mine, which you get 13 nights of presents.
Oh, can I do that one?
Well, that's where the song "The 12 Days of Christmas" comes from.
Mm-hmm.
I never remember those days.
Celtic
I'm so bad.
and
But that's for another show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we could go off on tangent on that one. On those sort of stuff.
I think Dave, we should do a 6-hour episode where we're just talking.
That's
just
not
rambling around.
Look,
that can be our January 6th. When we come back for Happy New Year's, we're just yapping.
Hey,
until we figure out if the land or the sea are going to be having their swaying time.
I think I still hold the record for the longest Legend of the Traveling Tardis show.
Chat, real quick. let us know for real if you would actually listen to a 6-hour show, because sometimes people do like a really long podcast, like the whole Joe Rogan angle, and people are like, I'll listen to that. Like, people actually do that. Let us know how long. Actually, let us know if you'd listen to 6 hours, and let us know how long you would actually let us go before you would like unsubscribe.
I did a 5-hour show and I still had people listening.
Sean, I don't know if you ever heard of this on YouTube. There was a guy who accidentally hit the record button or left the record button on
the live button,
and he went to sleep. He literally went to sleep. It was just a camera on him sleeping. And he had subscribers. His subscriber numbers kept going. All it was him sleeping. He left.
That's what we should have
camera.
done, Christian. That's what we should have done to get to 100K. We just should have filmed you sleeping.
Anybody's going to watch me sleeping.
Yeah, just put the TARDIS with Dugadoo and on a loop, and that's our U-log.
Well, it is Christmas time. Santa watches you sleep, Christian.
And that's the end of our 100,000 subscribers. It'll run out. So
yeah, I think I got with that opening of English Candy on the show. I think it went for 4.5 hours. I think you popped in about 5 times, Christian, on that night show. You still going? Yep.
I remember that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God!
But the highest rated show is Mark hosting.
Was it?
Yeah, the first episode 1 and 2 of the Watch Party. We had 71,000 viewers.
What are we at now? I think we're at. Let's see. What are we at now?
You would, Dan. You would. I'm looking.
So I produced, Mark hosted. That's the highest number of people watching. The watch and a watch party, for God's sakes, for the war between the land and the sea.
Gadget
that was magical for the channel.
Just for Gadget, 101,192. So I'm 196. So yeah, we're at the doorstep. We're growing.
Hey, 10 more subs.
Good. We're good.
There's 10 more subs during the special, then, right? Because I think we were 86 before.
And Dave's
our prediction episode got us 46K or 5.3K depending on what you're watching on. But their episodes, 73K views for the first one and 3.9 views, depending on if it's the phone version or that, for the first episode of their watch party.
Yeah, Tom, did you keep your pants on the whole time? What were people watching?
It was me with glasses and a funny hat.
There you go.
Copied Dave's idea.
They're watching Candy Crush Soda Saga. I would expect the last one to be much because I had a burger, then I had a cheeseburger, and I'm eating the thing you want this views, people?
Well, right now the views are climbing because we have 200 views and 387 views, depending on which screen it is.
Good grief. Okay.
Well,
yeah. Speaking of which, guys,
let's wrap it up.
You guys wrap it up. I know Dave's going to take over for me, but I want to again thank everybody who gave us a chance, whether you came in watching these long format videos, whether you came in watching the shorts or going into the posts, wherever you came from. Really? For everybody who just took the time, looked at us and said, you're worth a subscribe button hit and subscribe to us. We really appreciate that. And hopefully we're going to grow as we continue on. I want to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, whatever you celebrate out there. Thank you so much for at least helping us and believing in my crazy idea and letting these folks who have been so supportive into your homes or wherever you watch your favorite YouTube channels. And again, we have a wonderful team. I couldn't be more happier with these guys taking care of us, taking care of, just being a part of this and being there for just supporting him and just going on this crazy adventure with me. I totally appreciate that. So I will end my appearance here and wishing you a Happy New Year, and I'll see you next year. We will be taking off. We'll be taking off next Tuesday. We'll be taking a break, but there are some classic episodes that we have not aired on this. If anybody remembers when we were doing the audios, as we mentioned beforehand, we would actually record those on Zoom. Well, we found a few of them that were just sitting around doing nothing. So we're going to bring them back in. So you'll see a different team on here. You'll definitely see Melanie in one of them, but we'll be putting those out in the new year. But as I leave for tonight, and these guys stick around, I know Dave, you have something going on, right? Exactly.
Yeah, I want to open one last holiday mystery dice.
Cool beans. In that case, folks, I'm just going to leave you one more video before Dave takes over. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. I just want to make sure you take care of yourselves, and we'll see you in the next year. Here's a little video from last week's episode. If you haven't checked it out, please check out Simon's episode as well. Wonderful Christmas tribute to him and all around. But here's just a preview of that little video.
I'm Dan Hadley from Type 40. That's my wonky Christmas tree. I haven't got a glass, but I'm going to raise a mug anyway to everybody watching Legend of the Travelling TARDIS, and of course to the late, the great, our mate, Simon Fisher-Becker. Cheers.
Hey guys, it's me, Joe McGrail-Bateup, and I'm from the No Name Trivia Show. And of course there's Simon Fisher-Becker right there. I really want to say that I congratulate you guys at the Legend of the Travelling TARDIS. You've been going so well, and getting so many viewers and subscribers on YouTube. That is incredible.
Hello everybody, Richard Ashton, Friday the Ice Warrior here, remembering our lovely friend Simon Fisher-Becker, who I'm sure will take this opportunity to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. Fare you well, lovely man.
Hey, it's your pal Dr. Squee from the Dr. Squee Show, formerly from the Gallifrey Stands podcast, which we revive every now and again to give episode guides to Doctor Who, for New Who, and I'm joined here by Coop and some tinsel, because it's the Christmas special, to say hi to Legend of the Travelling TARDIS. I hope you're having a wonderful Yuletide period.
Hey everybody at the Legend of the Travelling TARDIS. Merry Christmas from me, Ross Mullen, the Silence, and the Teller, and Parsnip. Ah yes, she plays me every day for food. She's very good at it. And a very special Merry Christmas to Simon Fisher-Becker. We miss you all very much. Rest in peace, my friend. Have a wonderful Christmas, everyone. All the best, and see you in the new year.
Hey, happy holidays, Merry Christmas from everybody here at Horses on Film and Happiness Patrol. To everybody on the Legend of the Travelling TARDIS, and of course to you, Simon. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Gene Turnbow.
And I'm Susan Fox.
And we're from Sci-Fi.radio. Simon, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all. And to all, a good night.
And we're back. So we have a limited amount of time. We have a hard out here in a little under 20 minutes. But I want to do one more mystery dice. I think that's a fun thing we can do, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of the color in there.
So we're gonna do one more. I'm gonna save two of these for next year, or I might do a separate video for them.
Can you roll D3?
Okay.
To choose which one you're going to open.
Oh yeah.
Let's grab.
And then I can guess the color.
The teddy bear set, and I'll roll a D6 because my big D6 is hidden behind my background.
Yeah.
4 divided by 2 equals
2.
So we're gonna go 1, 2. So we're going to do this. We're going to put this dice away so that it does not get lost.
What color do you guys think? I'm thinking either teal or yellow.
I'm going to go like a pinkish white color.
Any other guesses?
I'm going to say, I'm just going to go sapphire. I don't know.
Tom?
Plum.
Ooh, sugar plum.
Sugar plum, yes.
So one more. Go ahead.
I just noticed something. If you look closely, the camera's making them look like they're jumping.
It's probably just the focus on my camera.
Okay, because it looks like the pixels were moving.
Billy says red. All right. One more mystery dice. Let's crack this open.
No.
And of course, there is a... I'm just going to pull that microphone over a little bit.
I heard the microphone ring.
Here is the...
Now, is that a cat?
Dog?
Oh.
Snowman Wizard.
So Christian talked about snowman poop. You got a snowman wizard.
Yep.
And almost said it. Copyright. Would you like to?
Ooh, what's the pin? What's the pin? A Yeti.
A troll Yeti. A Santa troll.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Voice.
And the dice themselves are... Oh, there's another...
Oh.
Candy
another
cane.
Sticker. Candy cane sticker. A little 8-bit candy cane. Let's just see if there's another one in here before...
Oh, was I right? It looked like I was right. It was teal.
They are kind of tealy, yeah. So let's take a look at them here. We got our D4. Let's see. There's something in here. I'm just gonna.
Really?
There is. I think it's a candy cane.
Might be. Is it?
Question is,
candy cane,
are you
that's
gonna
cool.
have? Do you have a dice that's a D2 Mighty Ducks? Do you have a dice that's like that, Dave?
I don't.
It looks like a Dugadoo.
Yeah.
A Christmas Dugadoo.
So there's a D4. And then let's see if we can get a good view.
A D4 is the smallest possible, right? Because you can't make a shape that has less than 4, right?
Oh yeah, you can. The D2s tend to be a coin, basically.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, if you're gonna make it like a, I don't know, it's not a polygon. Whatever the 3-dimensional version of I don't remember the name of it, but yeah.
Looks like it's a bow.
Technically, a coin has 3 sides, so should be technically a D3.
Yeah. So there's a D6. I mean, it looks like it's got a
definitely a candy
cane in there. Yeah.
Does it taste like candy? I think you should lick a dice.
Do like the doctor and lick it.
Nope, does not in fact taste like candy.
And the ratings went up.
My.
I think that should be cool if someone invented like scented or lickable dice.
I've seen candy dice.
They do make them.
I think that actually, I mean, no knocking it, but I think that sounds horrifying because whenever I went somewhere with those dice, I could never be sure that someone had not infected my dice.
Yeah.
D8.
Yeah.
Your standard D10. Your percentile D10.
So I'm going to ask you a question here. Do you prefer those 2 D10s or do you prefer D100?
I like the 2 D10s. It's just a little bit more flexible.
Okay.
Because if I want to mark something, it's a lot easier for me to find, an 87 than it is to find a single 87 on one die.
Yeah, point taken. And they do roll for like golf balls.
Exactly.
What if you roll 2 10s and you roll? If you have a D10, you roll 2 10s.
That'd be 100.
Oh, okay.
So there's your D12. And of course, your D20.
Your proper D20 as well, not a counting one.
Oh,
wait, did the candy cane move in there?
No, candy cane doesn't move. It's just the way that shimmers through the resin.
Okay.
Shimmer.
So candy cane dice in a sort of teal resin.
I hardly know it.
We've got a sticker. We got another sticker.
And a pin.
We got a pin. That is the last mystery dice set of the year.
Oh.
But it was fun,
I
though.
just want to thank.
Yeah, well, I'll show you this. That's what you guys are talking about because I have the mold to make either resin or candy or ice.
Nice.
Yeah, they're on the back like that.
I just want to do a quick shout out here. You can get those holiday mystery dice for free when you go to 1985games.com. It'll come back to that. You can get 30% off your purchase with the code Black Friday 30. Yes, they know it's not Black Friday anymore. Or the free holiday dice with mystery buy two dice and get one for free. All of the dice, and they have multiple mystery dice sets as well. So you at 1985 Games, check that out.
They're on Instagram as well.
Yeah, and I want to thank them very much for providing these dice to open up on the show over the course of the last few weeks.
Yeah, it's all been good stuff. I think it's really neat.
They do absolutely stunning work. So I just want to thank them for that. In the meantime, let's wrap this show up. Gadget, where can we find you?
YouTube, Instagram, everywhere, anywhere. Lulu.com to pick up my books. And I'm working on, they sent me the prototype for the hardcover, but they forgot the author's name and everything. But I rechanged the cover, so it doesn't look like this, but we do have hardcover coming out. But now you have 2 versions of Copley and one of the kids' book right now on Lulu.com. Check out Instagram, Gadget Pendragon, my GoFundMe. Working on YouTube channel Gadget Pendragon After Dark because that's going to be for the proper shows like Legend of Traveling TARDIS and any vlog series that I do with like professionally wise. But my regular channel will have like the bloopers and other things and stuff.
There we go. And Mark, where can we find you?
Right, I'm going to try to get this right, okay? Because if you guys hear me on the Spill the Geek Tea, I always screw this up. So you can find me at Spill the Geek Tea. You can find me here at The Legend of a Traveling TARDIS. And you can also find me at my Instagram account, which is cyborg2100_cosplay. Yes, I did it. I didn't say Legend of a Spill the Geek Tea.
Speaking of Legend of the Spill the Geek Tea, Tom, where can we find you, good friend?
You can find me on the Tasty Cake. I forget what I said before. Legend of Spill the Geek Tea. I forget what I said. It's on the other banner. And there, and there, and there. And
everywhere.
Not there.
And of course, Sean, where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube at Our Philosophy Is if you'd like to hear about sci-fi or honestly, I really should stop trying to theme it. It's usually anything and everything I want to post about. I don't follow the rules of having a themed channel, which is probably why my subs aren't super high, but that's okay. At Our Philosophy Is, I talk about any number of things in a queer-friendly space, so that's where I am, and possibly, potentially, another outlet soon. Possibly TBD. Gonna stick that right there, but for now, at Our Philosophy Is on YouTube. Thank you.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
And of course, for me, you can find me all over the YouTubes. You can find me Sundays on Spill the Geek Tea, along with Mark and Tom. Just find those banners here. There we go. Spill the Geek Tea 1. You can find me every other Monday, including yesterday, on Horses on Film, where we talk about the top 100 Westerns of all time, according to IndieWire. So you can check. We had a wonderful, a heartwarming Christmas movie called The Proposition. Yesterday. So you can check that out, youtube.com/@horsesonfilm. First Thursday of every month. So you'll see us just before, I believe on New Year's Day, actually. Yes, New Year's Day. You can catch me on Happiness Patrol, youtube.com/@happinesspatrolshow. And of course, Tuesdays here on The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And in between all of that, youtube.com/theRathole DOTCA. That's theRathole.ca. but YouTube does not like URLs in their URLs. That, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Whovians of all ages, is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS 2025.
100,000 subscribers.
Thank every single one of you. We love hearing from you. And until then, let's end this. Say goodnight to Simon.
Oh, I wish Simon could have been for this. You know what I mean? Maybe he was sending all those likes to us.
Oh, definitely. I think he is. So we're gonna send that off and say goodnight to Simon in the chats. And for the rest of us, have a great remainder of your 2025. Take us away, Tony.